this is Ginger from my sister Scrapper. I just want to share another mini album I created. I actually decided to go ahead and use my G45 Old Curiosity Shoppe paper instead of hoarding it like I normally do. I've seen some amazing projects out on YouTube with the paper, so I decided to go ahead and take the plunge and create something. I wanted to do a gatefold style mini album because I've never done one of those, and so that's what I came up with. So what I did, this is the front cover, and I used a Tim Holtz button here as a closure, and then I have a little key and a lock that I got at Hobby Lobby, and then this is just some seam binding that I dyed with the Tim Holtz Distress Stain in Walnut Stain. I added some little mini gears from Tim Holtz to the little wind-up portion of the girl here on the front. She's just darling. I did use the 8x8 paper pad and the 12x12 paper pad. I actually used the whole entire 8x8 paper pad and half of the 12x12 paper pad to make this album. So on the spine, I went ahead and added a little charm here. I do have some seam binding that I dyed with Shabby Shutters, and then again the Tim Holtz Walnut Stain, Distress Stains. And then I added just this little ring here so I could attach a Tim Holtz swivel clasp. And yes, I made all the charms. Thank you, Monique, to that amazing, fabulous lesson that you gave me. I'm still a work in progress, but I am practicing, but I did make all of these. I have some little wings here, and this is a little bead, little charm that I found in my stash. And then I have this little butterfly here that I alcohol inked because it was bright silver and I didn't want it to be silver. I made this one, and then I have this little green one here that I made, and then I have another little lock here, and I think this might be, no, I think that's from Hobby Lobby. And then another little charm here that I made, and then I just have a Tim Holtz gear. So that's what I have on as charms on the spine. So on this side of the cover here, I had this little frame that I got at Michael's in the dollar section, well, the $1.50 section now. And I thought it matched the paper really well. So I took the back off and everything and made a little cutout in the front and attached it just on one side so it looks like a little door. And then I added a couple little charms here on this little chain. There's a little butterfly and a key and a little green bead. So I have this little loop here. Well, let's untie this first so I can untie. It opens like this, and then this comes off like this, and then the little door opens this way, and it says apothecary here. I cut that off the paper, and then you open the little door inside, you can see the little jar. So I thought that was kind of cute. It was something different, and I put a couple large eyelets here. So that's the front cover, and then I attached the Tim Holtz button. I just punched a hole and then stuck one of his new little pens through it to hold the button on. So you open it up, and here's the inside front cover, front and back cover. I just left it plain. This is the seam binding, the ribbon that is the closure. And then over here is, I just left it plain as well. It's got the cute eyeglass paper, you know, so. So on this side here, I had a little photo corner here, and then I made a little fold out with that cute girl. I just love that paper. And then that's from the Tim Holtz mini Baroque die for a couple of photo mats. Left it plain on the back. And then since I have so much going on the pages, the photo mats all inside the pockets are all just plain. So I won't pull them all out, but I will show you that they're all just plain. They have design paper on one side and craft paper on the back. So that's where the photos are going to go. But there is room also amongst some of this to put photos on, but I haven't decided yet. So over here, I have a little frame here, and I did leave it open on this side, and I put the little pig up on some little dimensionals. Put some glossy accents on this. I did do some fussy cutting on with this paper because it's just fabulous. And I went ahead and embossed this little frame here with some gold embossing powder. So this opens over here, and this one opens this way. So on this side, I stamped a little corset stamp, and it's actually from the collection. I put a little butterfly here with some stickles, and then I went ahead and punched some holes and put some eyelets in, and then run some of my seam binding that I had dyed with Shabby Shutters through there, tied it like a little corset to kind of go with the stamp set here. And this is a little pocket, and inside this pocket I created this little, I don't know, little envelope thing. It's using a couple of coin envelopes. And then I wanted my twine to be a darker color, so I took my walnut stain, or no, my vintage photo stain, and just ran across it. So this just goes like this, and it unties around a few times. And then you open it up, and there's a place for a little photo here, some photos this way, and then there is actually a pocket here that I can put something in if I want to. So I thought that was kind of cute, and then it just wraps around a few times like this and then closes. So we'll wrap it this way. And then I did dangle a little heart charm on the end of it. So that goes back in there. And then for this side, I added a little belly band with some little mini gears. And then this is just a little pocket insert that I created. This is one that's been around for a while, and I think I've seen it made with envelopes, but I just used cardstock because I want it to be black, and I didn't want to paint my envelope. So there's a little photo mat there. And that goes in this one. And then there's a place for a little tag here. And I made this a fold-out tag. That goes in the top. And then there's another little photo mat here inside this one. And then you can also put a photo in the back if you want. And then this is just a postcard that I cut from the 12 by 12 paper pad and used my Tim Holtz distressing tool and distressed all the edges. And then I punched out a little photo corner here with a Martha Stewart corner punch. So that just goes back in there. So that's those two pages. And then over here I have another little belly band. I added some little brads here to hold the butterflies on. So there's actually a belly band right here with a little tag. This is from the 12 by 12 sheet, and I just cut it out and put it on some black cardstock. And then I stamped another stamp from this stamp set. It's the mason jar with the frog in it on the back, and then I used my perfect pearls and went over it. So that's another little lesson I got from Monique. And then I tied some seam binding that I had colored here, and I put that eyelet through the hole. So there's a pocket here, a belly band here for the tag, and then there's actually a pocket here, and then this opens up like this, and it's a trifold. So you can put a picture here, and then I made a little corner belly band. And then this is another stamp from the stamp set, and I cut it out and I put a little, cut out a butterfly and put some glossy accents on it. And then again, here's this a little tag that I cut out and put it on some black cardstock, and I stamped in a little bee from the stamp set and put some gold embossing powder on it. I don't normally do embossing or any of that stuff, so I really kind of tried to do a lot of the things that I haven't done, so in this album, incorporated into here. So that goes back in there. And then on this, I went ahead and cut the little, this is from the 8x8 paper, and I put some glossy accents on just the eyeball portion of the eye. I thought that was pretty cute. I did the rolled wallpaper technique right here, and then I fussy cut this out from the collection and put some glossy accents on all the butterflies. And then I put this on some dimensional adhesive, and then this has got a magnet in it, and it opens up for a couple of photos. And again, all of these photo mats are plain on the inside. So there's 6 pages on each side for a total of 12. So you flip it over, and then again, here's that cute girl. I fussy cut, or I punched out a butterfly and put some glossy accents on it, and another one here with the Martha Stewart punch. I put some lace that I had in my stash and some flat back pearls along the edge. And then I used a Tim Holtz paper clip and attached the little tiny tag here and put a little black bling in the middle and a little black cardstock on the back for a photo mat or journaling spot. So that goes there. Over here I have a little wooden button that I cut the back of it off, the shank part off, and took my rub and buff and went over it with some gold rub and buff to just kind of make it look aged a little bit more. And I made a little tiny pocket here, and then I have a little tag that I attached this little clothespin to that I used my walnut stain ink pad on top of it just to darken it up a little bit. A little photo mat on the back. Here's another little tag. I love the little roller skate with the feathers coming out of it. And I made the tag so it would flip open. There's a Stampin' Up! Punch tab here, but it opens like this. So you can put a couple of photos there. And then there's the back. And then I also created another little photo mat here. Love the little girls doing little exercises. This paper is amazing. And then another little photo corner here to just kind of hold, because this pocket's not very deep, just to kind of hold the little tags in place so they don't roll around too bad. So then that flips over on the other side. It goes like this. And I really like how these two pages turned out. I had this little frame in my stash. I'd had it for quite a while. And I got it at a local craft store. And I took, again, it was just solid black, but I wanted to highlight some of the engraving pieces on it. So I took my gold rub and buff and went over just very lightly around the edges and the sides. And I put the frame right over the large eyeball here, so I thought that was kind of cute. I added some little ruffle lace right here, some sheer ribbon, and then I cut all these out and put some on dimensionals and used my gold leafing pen and went along the outside edge of this. So this is just up on dimensionals. It's not functional, it's just decorative. And then over here, I love the pig paper. It's darling. I fussy cut this little corner section out and put some glossy accents on the Old Curiosity Shoppe portion in the center. Had some metal letters in my stash that I was able to spell out the word pig, just in case anyone did not know this was a pig. And I put the pig up on an action wobble, so I thought that was kind of cute. So then it flips over, and on this side, I fussy cut this little image out here, and then I just made it a pocket so I could put a tag inside. And this is just a plain tag that I stamped with a stamp that I had in my stamp set. And I grunged it up with some ink, vintage photo, and walnut stain. And then I took my gold leafing pen and went around the outside. I added a little charm here that I had made, another little beaded charm, and I put it on a little garment pin and attached it. And then the back, I folded the back up, I stamped it with a script stamp, and put this little tiny tag in there. So, and again, my gold leafing pen, I just kind of smeared all over it. So that goes back in there. And then over on this side, again, I did a lot of fussy cutting here. So I fussy cut this little piece out here, around here, and put it up on some dimensionals. To the center of this, I had a little wooden button, and then I put that in the middle and put a little butterfly charm in the center. I fussy cut this little dragonfly out and kind of curled his wings and put him right here. And then I did stamp another little stamp from the stamp set and used my Perfect Pearls on it right here. So that's those two pages. And I'm sorry guys, this is going to be a long video. Sorry. Over here I have the butterfly paper, which is darling. I have a couple of tickets that I punched out and again used my gold leafing pen to go around the outside edges. Mounted them on some black cardstock and went around the edges and just attached them with a mini paper clip. And then over here I made a little tag that folds open like this and added a couple of pieces of paper from the Bo Bunny ledger paper. So that just goes like that, and then these can just kind of slide over here and hold this close so it doesn't flop around. And on this side again, the pig paper, I fussy cut this image out and put some glossy accents on the eyeball portion. I made this When Pigs Fly tag. I made it a pocket and put a little tag inside right here. And again, it's that cute girl, love her. And some more of the ledger paper on the back. So that goes there, and then again, another little photo corner that I punched out with the Martha Stewart punch, and I kind of went around it really lightly with my gold leafing pen. So these two pages flip over, and if I would have been thinking right, I would have not put the flower here, I would have put it here, because I have a large embellishment here and a large embellishment here, and they kind of make it kind of bulge a little bit because they hit in the same spot. But, you know, you learn from your mistakes. So what I have over here is a bottle cap that I put a little, I punched that circle out of one of the design papers and put some crackle accents inside. And then these are just some white Prima leaves that I dyed with some vintage photo. And I put some gold on there. I'm not sure what, a bunch of colors on there. And this was a white flower that I used some glimmer mist and patina, I think, just barely went over it, and then I did some walnut stain across the edges, and then some gold rub and buff as well. I put some glossy accents on the peacock feathers here, put this up on some dimensionals, and again I fussy cut this little butterfly out with and put some glossy accents on that. On this side I cut the little apothecary tag out, and then I had this in my stash that my niece had given me. It was actually like a belt buckle thing. or a ribbon slide, kind of what, and I flipped it over and kind of made it look like a tray. So thank you, Jackie. I did incorporate this, and I cut a piece of the design paper out, the green with the apothecary stuff in it, and put it in the bottom and glued it down with some glossy accents, and then I put some crackle accents on top of it and glued this little bottle that I had put some alcohol ink on it to make it kind of an amber color. And then I have some little beads in there. The little micro beads or whatever, just so it looks like something, I don't know. And then I made some little tags out of all the bottle stamps. And I just I stamped them all on some cream colored paper, and then I fussy cut them all out and put them on some black cardstock to make tags. And then I went around the edges with the gold leafing pen. So there's 4 of those, and those just go right back in here. So over here on this side, this flips over. Again, this was a little handle that I had in my stash. I have a couple of them, and they were silver. I got them from my niece Jackie, and so I went ahead and used the alcohol ink to color it a little bit darker, kind of a copper color. And this flips open like this, and then this flips down, so you can put quite a few photos in here. And I put a magnet here to hold it closed. And then on this side, this is the bicycle paper with the clocks and stuff. So I added a couple of the little mini gears here. I added a larger gear here. I attached a little chain with a jump ring here. And then this is a pocket watch that's from Tattered Angels. It's from their Worn Traveler collection, I think. It's like a glimmer chip. So I punched out the center and then punched out one of the clocks on this paper and put it behind it, and then I used a couple of game spinners and a brad for the hands of the face, and then I filled it in with some crackle accents, so it did crackle really, really well. But then I also put it on a magnet. So there's a photo mat here. You can put a photo here, and then it just sticks right there. So I thought that was kind of cute. So the last page, you flip it over, and I just made a real simple little pocket here with the dragonfly, this little tag here, and then I made a tag inside. I had a bunch of these metal letters left, but not a lot to spell anything with, so I just stuck the Q on there. I thought it was kind of cute. And then I did stamp a pocket watch on the back and used the perfect pearls on top of it. So that goes back in there. And then over here, this flips over. Again, I just made a pocket right here. This is one of the tags from the 12 by 12, and I just layered on some black cardstock. And then inside this pocket, I made a little fold out. I fussy cut the key out and used a Tim Holtz mini Baroque die to cut this out. And I used my Martha Stewart corner punch for the edges, and then took my gold leafing pen around the outside. And then I used the Baroque die on the inside as well and on the back. So it's pretty plain, but I got a lot going on here. So that goes back in here. And on this page, I made a little belly band. I added some glossy accents to this one bottle sitting on this pedestal just so it would kind of show up a little bit more. And then I used a Martha Stewart corner punch here and layered that on top. So this is open right here, and then I made a little fold out. I layered these little, the B labels. This is from the 12 by 12, and this one's from the 8 by 8, and I put some glossy accents on the center and layer it with some black cardstock, and it opens up, and then there's the tag, and there's the back. So that just kind of sits right there. And then on the back of this one, this is the peacock paper, and so all I did is I had some of the butterfly paper left, so I just used my Tim Holtz Baroque die, the larger one. I made just a large photo mat, and then made a couple of tags here that I attached with the paper clip here. This is the mini 8 by 8 paper, the tag that I cut out, and then I just made a photo mat here. This is, again, another one of the tags from the 12 by 12. So those just go there. And then this is the back inside cover. I cut the Old Curiosity Shoppe label off the 12 by 12 paper and put it up on some dimensionals. This is actually a butterfly from Recollections that I got. Actually, it was on clearance. There was two of them in a package. So I stuck that on here. I thought it went well with the paper. And then I left the one side open so I can attach this little tag, and it's a fold-out tag. Again, a little tag there. This is a piece of paper, script paper from Seven Gypsies. And then there's the back. So that just goes in there. And then right here, this I have an acetate page here, and so you can slide the photo underneath, but I love the gramophone. I thought it was darling. And this was actually from Hambly Screen, I think. Anyway, there was a bunch of different ones on this 12 by 12 page, so I just cut it out and stuck it on there. So that's my Old Curiosity Shoppe Gatefold mini album. I really like how it turned out. It was a big project. It took me quite a while to do, and I usually don't spend that much time on a mini album, but I really, this paper is so amazing. There's so many fabulous things you can do with it. So anyway, I hope you like it. I think it turned out really cute. And here is the back. So there you have it, everybody. That's my Gatefold Curiosity Shoppe mini album. Thanks for watching. Bye.